Good morning, children. Today I am going to continue the first lesson of your syllabus, that is hero. In the previous class you already studied that the Swami's father wanted Swami to sleep alone in his office room. But Swami was the timid person or the timid boy who was in the second form. Second form means he is studying in the 7th standard. So he don't want to sleep alone, as he had the habit of sleeping beside his granny in the passage, and he was not a courageous boy. But his father insisted him to sleep alone in the office room. So to escape from his father's proposition, he gave many ideas about the cricket clubs, or joining the elders to their cricket club, and they are going to purchase the new bats and balls. And also he gave a suggestion to his father that from the first of the next month I am going to sleep alone, father. But his father did not agree to Swami's words. So he insisted, or he made him to sleep alone in the office room that day only. But to escape from this, Swami tiptoed from that place and he went towards the granny's room, and he pulled the blanket over his face and he covered, and he started to snore. But his father came there and he pulled away the blanket and he called two times, Swami, get up and come with me. So there is no other choice for Swami. Now he had to move towards his father or behind his father. Again for the third time, his father asked him, or his father called him. Get up, Swami, said father for the third time. So 3 times he called Swami, get up, Swami, get up, come to me, or come behind me. Let us go towards the passage, or let us go towards my office room. Get up, Swami, said father for the third time, and Swami got up. So there is no choice. His father does not leave him. So he knew that his father insisted to sleep alone. So he got up. Then father rolled up his bed, took it under his arm and said. So when Swami got up from his bed, his father what he did? He rolled up his bed and he put it in his arm and he went towards the office room. And then he said, come with me. Swami looked at granny. So his father told Swami that come behind me. Let us go towards the office room. So while he was going towards his father, or going with his father, he looked at the granny. Granny means his grandmother. Then hesitated for a moment. So he did not want to go with his father. He hesitated to go, and he looked at the granny and followed his father into the office room. But there is no other choice. Just he gave the hesitation look towards his grandmother and he went with his father to the office room. On the way, while he was going towards the office room, he looked at his mother and at his granny. With the intention of this looking is, he wanted his mother whether she may rescue him, whether she may protect him from that situation. So he looked towards his mother and followed his father into the office room. On the way, he threw a look. He looked at an appeal. So he wanted to make an appeal to his mother whether she may rescue him, whether she may protect him, whether she may stop him to go towards the office room. On the way, he threw a look of appeal at his mother and she said, why do you take him to the office room? He can sleep in the hall, I think. So usually Swami is going to be sleep in the passage. But why do you take him to the office room today? His mother asked her husband. I don't think so, father said. So I don't think so. Daily he is going to sleep in the office room, in the passage. So for today he is going to sleep in my office room, and that is alone without having his grandmother. I don't think so, father said. And Swami slunk behind him. Slunk means he went behind his father towards the office room. Swami slunk behind him with a bowed head. So he bent his head and he followed his father. I don't think so, father said, and Swami slunk behind him with a bowed head. Let me sleep in the hall, father. Again he wanted to protect himself, save himself from the situation, and he gave the many reasons about the cricket club, about the bats and ball, and from the first of the next month I am going to sleep father in the office room, And again he gave a reason that let me sleep in the hall, father, not in the office room. So he requested his father, I am going to sleep in the hall. I am going to sleep in this hall but not in the office room. Swami pleaded. Plead means request. Swami requested his father that he was going to sleep in the hall. But your office room is very dusty and there may be scorpions beyond your law books. His father was a well-known lawyer. So he gave the reason that why am I not going to sleep in the office room? Your office room is very dusty. It is very dirty and beyond your law book there may be scorpions. Scorpions means it is a kind of reptile. We call it as a chelu. So there may be scorpions beyond your law book. So I don't want to sleep there, father. He gave another reason. Let me sleep in the hall, father. Swami pleaded. Your office room is very dusty and there may be scorpions beyond your law book. Then his father insisted. He told Swami that there are no scorpions. My office room is very clean and there may be no scorpions beyond my law books. Little fellow, little boy, sleep on the bench if you like. So if you wish, you have to sleep on the bench in the office room. Then can I have a lamp burning in the room? Usually when we are going to sleep, we switch off our lights. We switch off the lights. But he pleaded his father, can I have a lamp burning in the hall, in the room? He asked his father. No, because you are afraid of darkness. So I want you to become courageous when it is the dark. So his father told, no, you must learn not to be afraid of darkness. So he was a timid boy and he was afraid of darkness. For that reason only, his father wanted to make Swami as a courageous boy. So he told that there is no way to have the light or to burn the light in the hall or in the room. So you not afraid of the darkness. It is only a question of habit. So if you continue this situation, if you continue this, it has become a habit. So you must cultivate good habits. So always we have to cultivate the good habits. We should be courageous. So we are not going to be afraid of the darkness. So you have to be a brave boy. Then can I have a lamp burning in the room? No. You must learn not to be afraid of darkness. It is only a question of habit. You must cultivate good habits. Alright, will you at least leave the door open, Dad? Again he requested his father. Maybe I want to open the door when I am going to sleep here. Just you have to give a permission to me that to open the door, father. Then alright, so he gave the permission that alright, you have to open the door, but there may be a condition. So he put a condition that you won't roll up your bed and go to your granny's side at night. So when in the middle of the night, you should not roll up your bed and go towards the granny. So if you did this, I will make you a laughing stock at your friends. So I make you as a ridicule, as a fun before your friends. So he told Swami. Alright, but promise you won't roll up. You won't roll up your bed and go to your granny's side at night. So you have to promise me. Keep a promise that I am not going to roll up my bed and go towards the granny in the night. So he told, if you do it, so if you take your bed and if you went towards your granny, what I am going to do? So I will make you a laughing stock. Laughing stock means it is an object of ridicule. I took you to your friends, into your class, and I am going to make you a laughing stock at your friends. So if you went towards his granny at the night, if you do it, I will make you the laughing stock of your school. Swami felt cut off from humanity. So Swami told that he felt that there is no humanity towards me. My father is not going to show humanity towards me, and he was pained and angry. So he became very grieved and he became very angry at his father. He did not like a strain of cruelty he saw in his father's nature. So he disliked his father because my father had the nature of cruelty. His nature is very cruel. So he is going to test me. He is going to give trouble to me. So he don't want his father and he started to hate his father and also the newspaper where the news was printed. So he started to hate that newspaper and that news also, and the boy who was fighting against that tiger. The Swami felt cut off from humanity. He was pained and angry. He did not like the strain of cruelty he saw in his father's nature. He hated the newspaper for printing the tiger story. He started to hate that newspaper because there was a story printed about the tiger, and he wished that the tiger had not spared the boy. So he thought that, or he wished that the tiger, it may not the spare, rescue that boy or the protect that boy who did not appear to be a boy after all. So he thought that he was not at all a boy but a monster. So maybe the boy may be the monster because he did not have a boy. So he must be the monster. Monster means devil. Then as the night advanced, so there may be no other choices for Swami, he went towards the office room and he selected the bench to sleep that night alone. As the night advanced, the silence deepened in the house. So as the night advanced, there may be no activities at the night time. So all the nature, it has become silent. So here what happened? As the night advanced, the silence in the house, it has become deepened or deep. His heart beat faster because he slept alone in the office room and he selected the bench. There was a darkness, not a light. So what he did? He started to be frightened. So his heart started to beat faster there. He remembered all the stories of devils and ghosts. Ghost and devils means it is a monster. So at that night, as he was alone, he started to recall or remember all the stories of the devils and ghosts which he had heard in his school or in the classes. As the night advanced, the silence in the house deepened. His heart beat faster. He remembered all the stories of devils and ghosts he had heard in his life. How often he recalled the stories of the devils about what he had heard. How often his chum means a good friend. His good friend, his name was Mani. He has seen the devil in the banyan tree at the street end. So at the street end, his good friend Mani, he had seen the devil in the banyan tree. So it is a big tree. There he saw a devil. So he used to tell me. So he recalled that story that day or that night. He remembered all the stories of devils and ghosts he had heard in his life. How often his chum Mani seen the devil in the banyan tree at his street end. And what about poor Muniswami's father? Muniswami was also his friend. So what happened to his father? One day Muniswami's father was returning home. A devil came there and it pulled his cheek away. He pulled him away. The Manis had seen the devil in the banyan tree at a street end. And what about poor Muniswami's father who spat out blood? What happened to Muniswami's father? He vomited blood. And blood because the devil near the river's edge. So near that river is there no? Near that river there was a devil. So what the devil did to him? It was slapped his cheek. So pulled his cheek when he was returning home late one night. So one day at the late night he was coming home. He was returning home. At that time the devil of the river edge, the devil who stayed near the river edge, it slapped his cheek away and then he vomited blood and he died there. He was dead. So he recalled that story also. The story of that devil. What happened? What about poor Muniswami's father who spat out blood because the devil near the river's edge slapped his cheek when he was returning home late one night, and so on and his thoughts continued. So he was alone in his father's office room and he remembered the stories of devils and his thought continues all the negative thoughts. So he thought that at any moment the devil came here and it took me away from here. So he frightened. Then his father, he was faint with fear. So he started to fear. He started to frighten and he started to faint with fear. Faint means he started to unconscious because of that fear. And a ray of light from the street lamp. So there was a street outside. So from the street lamp, he got a small light in the office room or in the corner of his father's office room. He was faint with fear. A ray of light from the street lamp strayed in and cast shadows on the wall. It threw the shadows on the wall, so which came from the street light in the office room. and through the stillness, stillness means it is very silent day, or that as it was the darkness, as it was night, the silence was deeper. So in that silence, all kind of noises reached his ears. So at the night, you observe, you can hear even the tickling sound of the clock and also the sound made by everything. So here also Swami heard all kinds of noises as it was the silence that day. Through the stillness, all kinds of noises reached his ears. So what noises he heard? So ticking of the clock. So clock makes the sound tick tick. So he used to hear it, and also rustle of trees. Trees are making, the leaves are making sounds because of the wind. They are blowing. When the wind is blowing, the leaves were moving here and there. So they make the noise, sound. So that sound is called as the rustle. Rustle of trees means the leaves sound. He can hear, he heard that rustle of trees, and then snoring sound. His father and mother and his grandmother all are sleeping at the house. So they are snoring when they are in the deep sleep. So he heard the snoring sound of the other persons or other members of that family, and some vague night insects. So some of the insects are going to make noise only at the night. So he heard some vague insects, the sound of vague insects humming, and he covered himself so completely that he became very fear. He heard the all kinds of noises and become frightened. So he covered the blanket completely towards his body, completely that he could hardly breathe. So how he tightened his blanket, he could hardly breathe. So he tied it, or he completely covered it. Every moment he expected the devils to come up to carry him away. So every moment in that day, he thought that in every moment the devils came here and they took me away from here, carried me away. And there was the instance. So there was one such incident happened to his old friend who was in his standard, 4th standard when he was studying. There was the instance of his old friend in the 4th class who suddenly disappeared. So his friend was suddenly disappeared from the town or from the village, and he was sad. So the people are going to talk about that boy. What happened to that boy? He had been carried off by a ghost to Siam or Nepal. So my old friend, he was carried away by the devil. What the devil did? He took him away to the Siam or Nepal. So both are same. So he took him to the Nepal. Swami hurriedly got up and spread his bed under the bench. So first where he slept on the bench. So when he started to remember all the devil stories, the stories are of devils and ghosts, he started to fear, and he spread his bed under the bench because he thought that under the bench it was the safer place for me. Then Swami hurriedly got up and spread his bed under the bench and crouched there. Crouch means he moved towards under that bench. It seemed to be a much safer place. Why he had selected that place? He thought that it was a safer place and more compact. Compact means it made me calm. It made me relief. And then reassuming. Reassuming means also relief. It gave the relax to me if I went towards the bench or inside the bench. He shut his eyes tight and encased himself in his blanket. He shut his eyes, he closed his eyes very tightly, and he covered that blanket very tightly. And once again, and unknown to himself, he fell asleep. So at middle of that night, without knowing himself, he is going to be fast asleep or asleep. And in sleep, that was racked with nightmares. So in his deep sleep also, he was disturbed by the frightening dreams. Nightmares means frightening dreams, which got the fear, which create the fear, the nightmare. A tiger was chasing him. So in that dream, a tiger was chasing him. So he saw the dream of that tiger. And as in sleep was racked with nightmares, a tiger was chasing him. His feet stuck to the ground. The tiger was at his back. He started to escape from it, but his feet, they were stuck towards ground, which could not move forward. So he did not able to escape from that tiger. He desperately, very strongly, he tried to escape from that tiger because it is near to him. It was at his back. Then he desperately tried to escape, but his feet would not move. He started to run, but his feet stuck to the ground, which could not move. The tiger was at his back. It is so close to him. The tiger was at his back, and he could not hear the claws scratch the ground. So what the tiger was doing? It was scratching the ground with its claws. Claws means leg. So he heard the scratching sound of that ground or the tiger. Scratch and scratch. So with anger it wanted to eat Swami. So he had felt in that dream. It scratch and scratch, and then there was a loud thud. Thud means loud noise. He heard that noise in the dream. Swami tried to open his eyes. So he heard something. There was a loud sound. So he started to open his eyes. But his eyelids could not open because as he was in the deep sleep. Already he was slept. Swami tried to open his eyes, but his eyelids would not open, and the nightmare continued. That the frightening dream of tiger, it was continued. It threatened to continue forever. So it could not be ended. So it continued forever. Swami groaned in despair. Despair means he was helpless. So what he wanted to do, he did not know what he was going to do. So that nightmare continued with a desperate effort. So when he heard the loud thud in the house, so he started to open his eyes with a desperate, strong attempt. So he opened his eyes. He put his hand out to feel that. So he stretched his hand towards that granny, because usually he was going to sleep beside the granny, and he thought that my grandmother was beside me. So he wanted to have her present. So he stretched his hands towards the bench, but he touched the wooden leg of the bench, but not the grandmother. With a desperate effort, he opened his eyes. He put his hand out to feel his granny's presence at his side, as it was his habit, because he had the habit of sleeping beside his granny. So he stretched his hand in the presence of granny. My grandmother is here. But instead of his granny, whom did he touch? The wooden leg of the bench, because he slept under the bench, no? So he touched that wooden leg of the bench. But he only touched the wooden leg of the bench, and his lonely state came back to his mind. So then he remembered that I am alone. He was alone. So nobody is there with me. There is no my grandmother. So he he recalled that situation, that he was alone. And his lonely state came back to him, and he sweated with fright. He started to sweat because of fright. Fright means fear. And now, what was this rustling? So I heard I heard some noise, which was the loud thud. So what was that sound? He started to fear. He moved to the edge of the bend and stared into the darkness. So he gathered his courage and he came towards the bench. He came to the end of that bench and he stared. What is this rustling? Something is hearing me. So I am hearing some sound. What is this? He started to see in the darkness, and something was moving down. So he thought that someone was moving in the darkness in that room. And then he stayed into the darkness. Something was moving down. He lay gazing at in horror. So he started to become horror, means frightened, fear. So he was gazing at the moving figure. Who is moving here? So he started to gaze. Gaze means looked steadily towards that figure. That his end had come. So Swami thought that my end is near. The ghost came here and it took me away now. So I am going to die. So he thought that my end had come, and he realized that the devil would presently pull him out. So what he thought? The devil has come. The devil came here and it pulled me presently out of that. It tear me. Tear means make into pieces. So it wanted to eat me. And so why should he wait? So whether the tiger was going to eat me, why should I wait? I had to struggle. I had to fight with it. So he gathered his courage. What he did, what Swami did, as it came nearer, the figure came near to the bench. As it came near to the bench, what Swami did, he crawled outside. He came outside the bench and he crawled out from the bench and he hugged it. He embraced that figure very tightly and with all his might. Might means strength. Swami gathered his strength. Though he was feared of that figure, though he was feared of that sound, but he did not want to be keep quiet. He stretched out from that bench and he hugged tightly the figure and used his teeth. It is a mortal weapon which the God has given to us. He didn't have any weapon or the knife or the sword. So what he did? He used his teeth as a weapon. So what he did? He used his teeth on it like a mortal weapon. Mortal means ordinary weapon the God has given to us. So he started to bite that figure. What with weapon? He used his teeth as a weapon. So let me stop. We shall continue the lesson in the next class. So what is today's homework? So after the paragraph, first you have to read the lesson thoroughly and then you have to find the answer for the questions which are given in the box. So you have to write the answers 2 times in your homework book. Okay.